My basketball coach pulled me out of warmups and asked gently, "Are you sure you should be playing today after everything?" I had no idea what he was talking about, and the look on his face told me I was the only person in the gym who didn't. I'd left my phone charging in my locker all morning, so I'd been offline since first period. When I jogged back to the bench, confused, the whole team had gone quiet. Guys who'd been trash-talking during layup lines were suddenly studying their shoes. My teammate Devin, who never stopped talking, wouldn't even look at me. One of the freshmen on the bench was wiping his eyes. Coach Bellamy crouched down, his voice low. "I think you should sit with the counselor, okay? Take a minute." My heart started slamming. "Coach, what's going on? Why is everyone acting like this?" He just shook his head and said it wasn't his place. That terrified me more than anything. Coach Bellamy yelled at us for missing free throws. He didn't do gentle. I left the gym and went looking for my best friend, Ruben. He had study hall 2 doors down. When I knocked on the window and pointed at him, the teacher in there looked at me with the same soft, wrecked expression Coach had and waved Ruben out immediately. No hall pass, no questions. That's when I knew it was something bad. Teachers don't just release you into the hallway. The second Ruben stepped out, he grabbed me in a hug so tight it knocked the breath out of me. "I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry." I started crying without even understanding why, just from the way he was holding me, like the floor had already dropped out of my life. "Please," I said into his shoulder, "just tell me what happened." He shook his head, eyes red. "I think you need to get home," which only made me cry harder. We walked to the front office together. I told the secretary I needed to sign out. She took one look at my face and slid the clipboard across without a single question. Didn't call to verify with a parent, didn't ask where I was going. As I wrote my name, I noticed someone slumped in a chair against the wall, in a paint-stained work jacket, looking like he hadn't slept. My Uncle Marcus. He lived 2 hours away. "Uncle Marcus?" He shot up so fast his coffee sloshed over his hand. He pulled me into him and held on. "Hey buddy, why aren't you in class? What are you doing up here?" The words came tumbling out. The rumor, the way everyone was looking at me. Coach pulling me aside. He pulled back, and I watched his face do something complicated, like he was deciding how much I could survive hearing. He walked me into the empty guidance office and shut the door. He sat across from me and took both my hands in his big calloused ones. "There's no good way to say this, kid." His voice broke. "Your dad and your sister were in a wreck Saturday night, on the Canyon Road." My whole body went to ice. Saturday. It was Tuesday. I'd been at a robotics tournament 3 towns over since Friday. Came back on the activities bus this morning. My dad had texted me Sunday saying they were heading up to the cabin and to have fun, that they'd see me Monday night. "But what does that have to do with a rumor?" I whispered. "What are people saying?" He squeezed my hand so hard it hurt. "They didn't make it, son. Both of them. A truck came around the bend on the wrong side." He stopped, jaw working, unable to finish. "Then why is everyone whispering?" I asked, even though some animal part of me had already started backing away from the answer. He looked like he might be sick. "Someone who came up on the crash filmed it, before the ambulances, and they put it online." He could barely get the rest out. "Your sister's in it. She had her window down. She was still..." His voice cracked clean in half. "She was still humming. That song you two always fought over in the car. The one she said was the best song ever made." I knew exactly which one. She'd played it 40 times in a row on the way to my last meet until I threatened to walk home. "It's not the best song ever made," I said, my own voice sounding far away and strange. "It's just the only one she knew all the words to." Then I was on my feet and out the door before he could stop me, running down a hallway that didn't seem to end.